Alright guys, today I'm going to show you my new favorite post-workout meal. A lot of people on bodybuilding.com are familiar with this. That's actually where I got it. So I'm going to share it with a lot of you other YouTube viewers. This is called basically kind of a similar version. People call it sludge. Some people call it, I don't know what else they call it, but basically it's kind of sludge, but basically we're going to be using Greek yogurt. Thing with Greek yogurt is I was never really a fan of it because when I tried it once, it tasted really sour, and I'm like, I don't see what all the hype is. You know, I know it's got high protein in it compared to regular yogurt, but it tasted pretty nasty. But the main thing that I've learned is that it tastes great when you add things to it. So some of the main ingredients that we're going to use today for this meal obviously is, and I'm using Phage. This is non-fat. 23 grams of protein per serving. So we're going to do that. So in my bowl, got my food scale here. I got 227 grams on here. That's one serving. So the Greek yogurt's in here. Then what we're going to do, here are some of the ingredients we're going to add to it. We're going to do some whey protein. We're going to do a little almond milk. These are optional too, depending on you know, if you want to do more high carb, low carb, high fats, low fats. But another great thing to add to this would either be natural peanut butter, or I personally use natural almond butter. Some also things you can do to spice this up is you can throw in some canned pumpkin. One thing I didn't realize with pumpkin's actually, I mean, I think there's ones that you can get that have more junk in them as far as spices and sugars and stuff, but if you just get plain pumpkin, I mean, in one serving is only 50 calories and 10 grams of carbs, which a serving is a lot. You don't even really need a full serving. You can even do a half serving and lower all those macros. So also, as far as flavoring, that's really gives it great flavor, is using these sugar-free, fat-free Jellos. Like this one is banana cream. It works great with chocolate or vanilla protein. I also have pistachio. That's great. But there's a tons of other caramels and butterscotches and chocolate flavors that you could throw in there. I mean, this macros on this for a full serving is only 6 grams of carbs, and I don't even use. I think I maybe use a quarter of that. So maybe that's what, a carb or two. Also, I almost forgot. Best thing ever to add to this, some frozen blueberries. So let's get this going. Also too, if you even want some more carbs, I've been taking rice cakes, crumbling them up, putting them in there. Kind of gives the dish more volume and stuff. Or you can do just good old oatmeal. Tastes great in there. So we got the Greek yogurt in there, and then we're going to do a half serving of blueberries, which is 50 grams. Or a lot more. Yeah. Okay. Next up, we're going to do, for me personally, I try to do most of my meals about 40 grams of protein, so I only get about a half scoop. So I'm going to do a half scoop of chocolate whey protein. For me, that's 14 grams. Gotta get a food scale, guys. Really want to see great results, especially if you're cutting. You got to know your macronutrients, so all your food's got to be weighed. Okay, next up we're going to do a little bit of the banana cream, sugar-free, fat-free Jello. Like I said, you'll watch. I just kind of sprinkle it on like if you were salting your food. Just kind of a little bit there. Boom, done. It's not even, that wasn't even a gram, so it probably wasn't even a carb. Next up, I've been a fan of the rice cakes lately. I'm gonna take a couple rice cakes out. These are the lightly salted ones, only 7 grams of carbs per rice cake, no fat. So what I do is I take the rice cake and I crumble it up. Just kind of break it up into like little pieces. Okay. You know, just make them bigger or smaller to however you want it. A lot of guys actually put, it's not really my favorite thing because it's not as clean, but a lot of cereals, you know, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, something like that in here. Okay, there's one rice cake. Okay, another one. Okay, and then next up, with all these ingredients, you're gonna need a little more, I guess, moisture or wetness to kind of make it not so dry and thick. So what we're gonna add is a 1/4 cup of almond milk. 1/4 cup, I believe, is only 2 grams of carbs. They actually have now a unsweetened version of this, which is like a carb per cup, which I'm gonna get next. That way I can use more almond milk with less carbs. So we got a 1/4 cup of almond milk. Put that in there. Okay. I like doing cinnamon. Cinnamon's great for you. So take your cinnamon, sprinkle that on top. Okay. Another thing that you could do is unsweetened cocoa if you want a little more chocolate flavor. Another thing, unsweetened cocoa, 1 serving, only 10 calories, 3 carbs. And like I said, usually if I try to serving this, I only end up using half of it. So once again, really low carbs. Hey! Sorry, that's Jack, the most annoying dog in my apartment complex. Also, another great thing you can do, once you have all these ingredients in there, you're just gonna get a spoon and you're gonna mix it all up. I mean, you can see here, there's kind of all the stuff in there. You're gonna take a spoon and you're just gonna mix it all together. And you can eat it like that. What I found is really good is to stick it in the freezer for like 15-20 minutes. It kind of hardens up and almost kind of tastes more like a frozen yogurt. And man, when you're dieting like I am, it tastes amazing. Anything that kind of substitutes ice cream and sweets and stuff like that, it helps a lot. It helps curb the sweet tooth. But anyway, so I was going to say, when I mix this all up and I put it in the freezer and pull it out, the real special kicker here is, if you're not familiar with Walden Farms, you need to get familiar with Walden Farms. I have a caramel. This is no calories, no fat, no sugar, no nothing. Also, chocolates, it's so-so. But the caramel, really, really good. They also have, too, some jams that I like to use. There are no calories, no carbs that I use like on my Ezekiel bread toast that are worth checking out. So if you're not familiar with Walden Farms and you're dieting, you're really missing out with it. So, alright guys, that's it for my post-workout sludge. Like I said, Greek yogurt, whatever you want to call it. I think the macros on this, I mean, you're getting close to, with the Greek yogurt, the whey protein, some of the other stuff, I mean, it's a good 40 grams of protein, but you can add in as much carbs or fat as far as almond butter or oats, things like that, to bring up your carbs. Okay? All right, thank you.